Hey everyone, and welcome to Jasim Graphs. I am so incredibly excited that you're here today. We are going to explore the life of literally one of the most fascinating animals on the entire planet. Let's dive right in. So let's kick things off with a really surprising question. Did you know that a koala has fingerprints almost exactly like yours?
Wait, no way! Are you telling me if I looked super closely at a koala's hand, it would have all those little lines and swirls, just like my own fingers?
Yes, absolutely. Scientists actually found that under a microscope, a koala's fingerprints look almost identical to a human's. It's just this amazing trick of nature to help them grip things, and we're definitely going to talk more about that a bit later. Here's our roadmap for today. We're going to learn what this animal is, where it lives, what it eats, its daily habits, and some absolutely amazing facts. All right, let's jump right into Section 1, Introduction and Identity. We are going to find out exactly what a koala is. So, this beautiful animal is commonly known as the koala, but scientists use a special, longer name so that people all over the world know exactly what animal they're talking about. Its scientific name is Phascolarctos cinereus. I'm going to say that very slowly for you. Phascolarctos cinereus.
Phascolarctos cinereus. Wow, that is a seriously long name.
The koala is actually a medium-sized marsupial. It has a nice stocky body, big round ears, and this super thick gray fur. Hold on just a second there. You just said marsupial. What does that big word even mean?
That is a brilliant question. A marsupial is an animal that carries its babies in a pouch. Oh, wow. So it's kind of like a built-in pocket right on their tummy?
Exactly right.
The baby koala stays nice and warm and perfectly safe inside its mother's pouch while it grows.
Now, how big do you think a koala actually gets? Well, adult male koalas down in the southern parts of Australia can weigh up to 12 kilograms.
12 kilograms? Let me think about that. That's about as heavy as a medium-sized dog, right?
Hit the nail on the head. They are really sturdy, strong little animals. Okay, moving right along to Section 2, Habitat. This is where we learn all about the koala's natural home. Let's make sure we define that word first. A habitat is simply the natural home of an animal. It's the exact place where they have absolutely everything they need to survive, like food, water, and shelter. Take a look at the map right here. The bright pink areas show you exactly where koalas live. They are only found in the eastern forests. More specifically, they live in places called Queensland, New South Wales, and the Australian Capital Territory. Koalas actually need a very specific type of weather or climate to survive. They really love warm summer temperatures. But most importantly, they need plenty of rainy weather.
But why do they need so much rain?
Well, the rain is what keeps the forest healthy. It also fills up the leaves they eat with lots of water. Without enough rain, the leaves dry right up and the koalas get super thirsty. So, speaking of leaves, what exactly do koalas like to eat? That is a fantastic question and leads us perfectly right into Section 3, Diet.
Koalas are a very special kind of plant eater. They are called a folivore. A folivore is a specific type of herbivore that only eats leaves.
Wait, folivore? So they literally only eat leaves? Nothing else at all?
That's 100% right. They don't eat meat, and they don't even eat fruit, just leaves.
And let me tell you, they are incredibly picky eaters. Out of all the trees in the entire forest, their absolute favorite food is eucalyptus leaves. They survive on a very, very limited variety of these leaves. They'll climb high up into the trees just to find the freshest, most delicious eucalyptus leaves to munch on. All right, let's move along to Section 4 on our roadmap, Daily Habits and Behavior. We're going to see what a koala actually does all day long. To really understand a koala's day, we need to learn the word nocturnal. Nocturnal means being awake and active at night.
Nocturnal. Okay, so that means they basically stay awake in the dark.
You got it. When the sun goes down, that's when it's time for the koala to get to work. So let's compare their day and their night. During the daytime, koalas spend almost all their time just sleeping high up in the trees because eating eucalyptus leaves gives them very little energy. They have to sleep a ton just to save their strength. But at night, they wake up. They eat and they move across the ground to travel between their different food and shelter trees. Okay, it's finally time for my absolute favorite part of the explainer. Section 5, Amazing Facts.
Let's circle back to our hook from the very beginning. Fact 1, koalas have human-like fingerprints. Over millions of years, they evolved these swirly grips on their little fingers. These fingerprints create friction, which really helps them safely climb those super tall trees. Plus, it gives them the delicate touch they need to grab and pick out their absolute favorite eucalyptus leaves.
Now, check out fact 2. Look at this fossilized tooth. Scientists discovered this and learned that it actually belongs to an ancient koala called the Stella koala. Oh, just how old is that tooth? Believe it or not, this tooth is 15 million years old. It totally proves that ancient koalas have been chewing on those tough leaves for an incredibly long time. And fact 3 is all about baby koalas. A baby koala is called a joey. Mother koalas usually just have one single baby, or joey, every year. The little joey drinks its mother's milk and stays nice and safe in her pouch. It actually takes a full 12 months before the little joey is completely weaned and is finally ready to eat leaves all on its own.
What a totally wonderful animal. To wrap up today's explainer, let's just do a really quick recap. The koala is a tree-dwelling animal from Australia that has these amazing human-like fingerprints. Host 2, can you proudly read our big 3 keywords for today? I sure can. Number 1 is marsupial, meaning they have a pouch. Number 2 is folivore, meaning they only eat leaves. And number 3 is nocturnal, meaning they are awake at night.
Awesome job! If you loved learning about the amazing koala with us today, please go ahead and like this explainer and subscribe to Jasim Graphs. We have so many more wonderful animals to explore together.
And before we head out, we just want to remind you that this explainer was made with the help of AI.
AI can sometimes make mistakes, so always keep learning and be sure to double-check your facts.
Thanks so much for joining us. Oh, and before we go, think about this. If you had fingerprints that could grip anything perfectly, what tall trees would you climb first? Keep exploring, and we'll see you next time.